Welcome back to the Half Inch Wrench Crew. In this episode, I meet up with Sasquatch Theory, and we travel 12 and a half hours to the state of Minnesota. This state is well known for Bigfoot activity and also has the highest accounts for Wendigo sighting. We meet up with our good friend Chris, who's had a few encounters in this area, and he was kind of our tour guide throughout this. Normally, when we travel to these other states, to these small expeditions like this, we don't typically experience much, so my expectations weren't that high. But boy, was I wrong. Before we start this episode, don't forget that we do a giveaway in every single episode. If you would like a chance to win a night vision binocular just like this one, like the video, comment on the video, and be a subscriber. We'll pick a random person out of the comment section and announce it at the end of our following episode. The more you comment, the higher your chances are of winning. But that's enough of your time, so let's get this episode started. I hope you guys enjoy this, and thank you for all your support. We filmed a weird creature.
It was over there behind the wheel of the truck. It was a hideous little thing.
So on the first night, me and Miguel both agreed that we weren't going to focus on doing any filming as far as the vlogging side. We wanted to get our camp established as soon as possible because when we got to camp it was pitch black. But lucky enough, we were somewhat ready for our first experience. The first thing we heard was this strange, unexplained, whimpering, moaning sound that I've never heard in my life before. I had my thermal on my side holster, so I whipped it out and I caught the very end of it. You guys check this out. We'll continue the episode. Okay, night one, we got base camp established. I'm in my tent, so we set up our camp. Chris got everything set up. All we had to do is get our tents and stuff. Wasn't really big on filming because we're tired. Heard a couple weird things. This night one, I'm going to bed. The owls are right there going nuts. It's like 34, 36 degrees, I can't remember. Actually pretty comfortable right now. Things get too crazy, you know. Night is young. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. We'll get back at it in the morning. The breakfast cooking or warming up.
Got some burrito.
Alright, so we're in Minnesota. We come up here, hang out with our buddy Chris, do some squatching. Last night we got here, by the time we got everything, we got here late, but we're a day earlier than what we had initially planned. We did here, like our plan was to just get here, get our camp set up, get the fire going, get some food in our bellies, and relax so we can hit it hard today, tomorrow, and so on. And last night, we were sitting there catching up, and we heard what sounded like a dog that was whimpering, but it was deeper and it was louder, and it tracked from over here on this side of the road, and it went around us like that. And when I got over here, it kind of quit. It was weird. I've never heard anything like that in my entire life. It was weird, so we started shuffling cameras out. Got Miguel put some audio out. I didn't film a whole lot of that stuff. We have our camp established, so we're fixing to eat some breakfast burritos. Chris has got some structure areas and some spots he's had some pretty intense activity before. So we're gonna do some exploring around. But I just wanted to take a moment to tell everybody, thank you guys for watching this video, and I appreciate everybody. It's a lot colder here than it is in Missouri. It's freezing. I like to froze to death last night. It was cold. We're on an adventure. Chris knows some good spots, so we're gonna go up there, check out some spots, bring in an apple, and leave them a gift. Pretty cool up here. I like Minnesota. It's cold. Very cold.
The habitat around here reminds me of home. Some areas are back that chunk of ice break off, and then the rest of the glaciers that pushed south, steam rolled over it, right, and buried it. And then as the glacier melted or treated, it left a giant chunk of ice here, buried in dirt and everything. Actually, you know where you left your audio recorder last night, but those two dead pine trees. We walked under 50 yards up, there's a pond like this with a big beaver lodge on it too.
Really?
Cool. My map wasn't a line here, yeah. Okay, because like you said, we didn't see anything back there, and once we get to a certain spot, we start experiencing we'll start wind damage and so on. Yeah, that looks natural. It doesn't look probably right now. Press forward.
Pretty sure we just heard two rock clacks back the direction we just came from.
I don't know if that looks so really crazy. I definitely heard
On an adventure.
creepy, so we get an inclination to hop off the trail. Like, let's see what's over the hill. I don't see any sort of structure down in here, do you? Not really. It seems like they put it.
It's pretty back here, guys. Probably spruce trees, cedars, pines, alpines, ponderosas, maple.
Because if it fell, this thing's...
The guys found this acorn on a tree, which isn't like crazy fine, but if you look at this, there is no way it got there. There's no acorns anywhere else. There's,
I just looked over and saw an
Maple?
acorn.
That's
tucked into this.
birch and aspen
birch.
trees.
that's like finding a walnut at the beach.
Is this a
you know?
birch or an aspen?
This is a birch tree.
Okay. I mean,
Because it's got.
That's odd. That's out of place. Way out of place.
yeah.
It's got the paper.
That's what I used to
That
burn.
tree right there, that's a quaking aspen.
It's
When the
wild.
wind comes through, you'll see the leaves shake real easy.
Adam put some of this bark in the fire and it burnt like
That's
gasoline.
crazy, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It's like got an oil or something
Yeah, it's
to
got
it.
petroleum in it. Some sort of petroleum. Dude, that's wild.
That is cool.
Unless a squirrel crawled up here and tucked it in there. That's my only explanation. Or a person.
Not Sasquatch related, but that fucking pine tree straight that way, that's a tall beauty over there. What is it?
Oh, I see the
Big
top of
pine
it.
tree. Yeah, big tall one. Cool. That's a beauty. That's got a nice thick trunk to it. But
I've got a
come from.
Yeah, I don't see where it would have come from. And then this one. Yeah, that doesn't seem natural right there.
Okay. Also, just show you. Ain't going anywhere.
No.
Not only that, under pressure
How
there.
did I get there?
Something put it on the other side of that tree to keep it under pressure. You think you could do that? Probably not. We need it.
It's pretty cool.
Another one.
Yeah.
A hole in the ground.
This is like a whole accoutrement of stuff. Root ball in the air, again, wedged between a tree. This tree broke. And you can see it from this angle too. There's the line it fell. It's freaking wedged. There's so much pressure on it. And then all this kind of stacked on top of it too.
And there's nothing dead about it.
Yeah, there's nothing dead above it. These are all live trees. They took a little, and up here I left another rock. Yeah, there was a nice smooth piece of dirt that I've been carrying around in my little pocket for months.
I'm gonna leave the apple here.
I was thinking maybe I'd leave a little imprint on it. Yeah, leave it for them.
No, Adam's leaving an apple.
I always feel like it's the intention, behind it.
Yeah.
See, that's natural. I can see the top. And then I can see the street down the stream all over. Here you go, example of a natural free fall. So not everything we see is.
There's a trail here. More than likely people. Yeah. Creepy teepee. Dang it. I thought I found something. The spatula. Okay, we have some pork liver. I put an apple out this morning. I'm just gonna put this stuff, just gonna put a piece here, there, wherever. See if something wants to come up and check it out. Any kind of critter would be good at this point. Alright. Camp is down there. Got out the pork liver. Tent's right over there. Maybe something will come in.
Ducks maybe. This is an old four-wheeler trailer decommissioned. Perfect for hiking. Place perfect for beaver. Every beaver just getting called. Oh yeah, stand of pines.
Maybe they'll be there when we get home.
This truck is so quiet. Was that actually idling?
No, it turned off like when you stop it.
Got it. Cooking great items too. And the picnic table. Little rope swing.
This is where we should have camped on.
Yeah, killer view. Yeah, it's beautiful view. I've shown you pictures of this spot, like with the hammocks up and stuff. The one we saw was because it bounced right off the fire line. And we saw it, and it was a rock. And then we could hear the rhythm here too, and then plopping right in the lake. And that night too, my hammock would be here. Buddy's hammock would be here. And there'd be something walking along the shore, probably just in a couple feet of water. 2 feet. It was bipedal. It was you know. And like I was telling you before, like when you're a kid and you're at the beach and stuff, and you're in the shallow water, and you stomp your foot, and you can see all the water go out. You can like see the sand, and the water spreads out, and then it rushes back. That's exactly what it sounded like it was doing, like it was cavitating out water. It was just, yeah, it was bizarre.
Why do you think they were doing that?
I don't know. The vibe I get every time that happens out here, other than the one time back by the structures, when I got pelted with one and a big one. That was the only time a big one ever got thrown, and it wasn't thrown at me, it was just thrown near us. Every time it's always been almost like scaring you just for the sake of scaring you. But yeah, at this spot, that's pretty much the extent. We've had some rocks thrown. We thought it was very, but there's a bunch of initially thinking that acorns are just falling, but then when you see them fly, or you hear them whizzing through the trees, you see one hit the fire ring, and then late at night, something walking through the water. That happened more than once too, and we were trying to explain it away. We thought it was maybe like a beaver slapping its tail, but it was happening like around and not even thinking another hawk.
I know it's hot in here, but I'm trying to get it to dry us off.
Jesus, see, here's a good example. This is what it looks like to be clear cut. it just turns into this thick fucking bush.
We're just back roading right now. Checking out a few spots. Got our tour guide. Chris is with us. He's our expert.
They weren't touching. They were close. It looked.
If you guys want to hear Chris's encounters, go to Sasquatch Theory's YouTube page and check out the Minnesota video he's going to be putting together. Chris has got some really good ones. Okay, so where we're at is absolutely massive. There's ponds and lakes scattered everywhere. This place is massive. Great ecosystem. Minnesota brings a lot to the table. They've got Sasquatch, Bigfoot sightings, some dogman sightings. We've got the little people. There's all kinds of stuff in here. It's kind of crazy. A lot of history behind this state too. And it is just beautiful out here. It's got a big variation of different tree species. Look at that. That's a nice tree. That's a nice tree. Would like to eventually get my hands on a motorhome. Put a trailer behind it. Bring the Jeep, a Samurai, or even some four-wheelers. One day, I'll have a side-by-side. One day. It'd be great to come out here. I just spend like a week hitting every single trail just looking for different things. I like this out here. It's amazing. Again, thank you everybody for watching my episode. We drove 10.5 hours to meet Chris. And then we drove another 40 minutes out here. And Chris is good. He's got some good spots. So Chris, if you're watching this, thanks man. Appreciate it. Some ponds back there. Everywhere. This place is riddled with them.
Would you, so dark night, no moon, no light, you walking that trail with no light, or are you going to be...
What do you think that's from, guys? The sap coming out of it. Look, the woodpecker's been working on it. Okay, so the night's rolling in fast. I have a couple cans of sardines and some peanut butter. I'm gonna see if maybe, just maybe, these things come in and want a little snack. We got everything else out. Got a bag of apples we're gonna put out. Miguel's getting ready to put out his audio, so I got a good feeling about tonight. Getting dark quick. Stuck the apple in there, peanut butter out. Okay, sardines are next. That's probably gonna draw a different critter, but sardines are out. At least the smell's in the air. Down here last night, we heard that canine crying sound. It was going from our left to our right. It reminded me a lot. I don't know if anybody's ever seen Harry Potter when Professor Lupin turns into a werewolf. That moaning sound he makes. It sounds similar to that. Weird sound. Never heard anything like that before in my life. That sound we heard last night was really creepy. The guys are drying some stuff out. They're starting to cook some dinner up. Getting things rolling. The sun is down. It just got dark. So things should be taking off. Hopefully, we'll see. Went on that long hike today. It was good. I liked hiking.
I don't know, it just blew my mind because it seemed like they knew I was talking about them. We were just sitting in the tent. I was talking about how they would hit that pan, just a loud ping. I got it on the audio, but when we were sitting in the tent around the stove talking about it, they came up and did that. And this is in the middle of the day. That's what really blew my mind. And later on after that, it was probably 30 minutes after that, I've talked about this before here and there. We were just talking and the thing went, huh? It sounded like Homer Simpson going, huh? It was weird.
Under your chin. Whatever that is, that's not a coyote.
I don't know if that was Miguel that did that or what. Just heard a high-pitched sound. Don't know if it was Miguel. As Miguel walked down here with his camera. And we heard one. And I know the second one was for sure Miguel.
Yeah. What time? Just one time. One.
You only did it one time?
One time. What did you hear?
I heard you do your high-pitched screech, but before that I heard a whoop.
No. No, I didn't do
Dude, I'm telling you, we heard a whoop. It was loud enough. I know your recorder got it.
No way.
Yes.
Before I called?
Yeah, because I even tripped over the cooler. I'm like, that had to be Miguel, and then I heard your high screech one.
It just flashed on, flashed off.
Yeah, there shouldn't be a light over there because that's a ridge.
Yeah.
There's a hill there.
Dude, I went way up there where we started finding the break. When I did it, I was like, ew, I gotta get out of here. But it sounded like something was paralleling me before that, and I was like,
Why you fucking disappeared?
He did. He thought you standing right there. He even called out. He's like, Miguel. Like, oh
Yeah, I
man.
just wanted, don't talk about it, dude.
check the wood out here. But there's little people.
Me and Chris heard about the closest thing to a whoop that we've heard since we've been here, and we thought that it was Miguel.
About an hour before that, I did a whoop, remember? Whenever I was sitting here. Remember
Did you do one?
I went, whoop! When I was sitting here, though, with you.
You were, yep. Yep. That was, yeah, probably an hour ago.
Mm-hmm. And you guys know that wasn't me because I was way over there.
I took off with my thermal to look for you on my thermal. I tripped over the cooler. I'm like, my camera! The camera, dummy!
What's the 3-6 road? I don't know how to say that. Where's that at? Is that this?
It's this road.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's from when you turn onto it up by the lake.
Oh man, we're on 3-6 road.
All the way down. All the way down till it's not state forest land anymore. We're on it. Well, you know, it's just a...
The forest boogeyman's here.
You know, I'm kind of like, I'm feeling a little squirrely. Yeah. We could sit right here by the fire, or just wait for more things to happen, or we could just go for just a little tool together, and we'll just walk down the forest road.
We can do that.
And maybe just see if anything happens.
Oh,
Less is more. We won't do anything crazy, but we'll just...
It's not too much. It's just a little hike in the woods.
Yeah, let's just...
Walk in nature.
We'll just walk down the forest road a little bit. We'll just... Are you being shy a little bit because you're going for a walk looking for you? Do you like it better when we put it in the cage?
I really do. I feel like they're more comfortable when they're just sitting there and they're pissed all over at them, sleeping there.
Aw,
That's where he's going with
that'd be war.
I'll say my own kid.
It didn't get rained on. They actually unzipped it and put the leak in there.
This smells like rotten asparagus.
Smells like turkey.
There's one. There's two. Yeah. 3. Bunch of beavers out there. Four, actually. Wait, don't leave me. Made me jump.
You've had that happen before, huh?
I've seen a thing or two.
It's got ears. Big perky ears. I see it now. There she goes.
I saw 2 signatures. Here, I'm zoomed out now. What do you see on that map? There's nothing.
Just trees upon trees.
We're there. We're looking this way. Noise is coming somewhere in this area. There's nothing. There's not a road. There's not a house for miles. There's nothing but pots and kettles, ponds for miles. There's no 4-wheeler trails here. I mean, if we want to get like a good approximation of where the next trail is, because this is where we're standing. That's where we're camping. Yeah, that's fucking weird. Hold on.
It looks like a track.
It does.
That's kind of a random place. I'm gonna stick my finger in it just to see how deep it is in case it was a rock that was moved, but oh dude, it's compacted dirt. It's just deep enough where something heavy could have left something.
Put your foot up against it.
Okay.
There's the second one.
So there's
Size what?
Yep, there's another one right there. Size 14.
What about the stride?
Okay. 6'2", long-legged. That's not a natural stride. I can't even balance at that distance.
Here's the next one.
And there's another one. Hey, we got a trackway, boys.
Oh wow, there's another one.
I'm not gonna flip in and just step next to him. That's the stride. Jesus, I can't even stay that way. Here's my foot. That's the stride.
And you're like 6 foot something.
6'2".
You want to know what I think?
It's the thing from last
That's what I was going to say. It's a thing from last night. It rained and it's been driven over. It's had a whole day to do that.
I mean, it's foot shaped.
That's coincidental, right? You know, the sound we heard last night?
Like, how long is the size?
Oh, there's tracks.
It's a hair over 12 inches.
Yeah, that's a good point because when we got here yesterday, it was nice and fluffy. So what we heard last night walked through there and could leave an impression.
It would be today.
Right, it was kicked up by the grader on a
and
Monday
it walked
afternoon.
through, and we heard it last night making that weird sound. And then it started raining, and now it's settled and soaked up the rainwater, and it's hard to tell what it is.
Yeah.
If we'd walked down here last night this far, we probably would have seen some really good tracks.
So do you think they were made yesterday or today?
Remember when we came in how turned up the dirt was from the grader?
Yeah.
I think last night it did it.
Okay.
Because we heard something making a weird sound coming through here
From this direction.
from this direction.
Let's look at the map of how it's curved. Where is it pointed from camp from this point?
Found this crystal rock on the forest road. Gonna knock some granite on the crystal. Owls. They reply to my alcohol.
Like Big Brother.
Okay. We got our big brothers out in the woods. I think they descended from us, not us coming from them. They didn't come from primates. I think primates came from us. That's my.
Oh, we heard a knock up here by Chris's tent. And then one down there where we just came from.
Only slightly closer than Adam's tent.
Yeah, Miguel has his audio recorder set. Granted that the thing is actually recording and gets everything, go to his channel to hear it.
I'll go to his channel. No, I'm glad you're recording, because if it was just me out here, people are like, yeah, right, you're hearing that. But you're confirming what I'm experiencing. You're out here. There's 3 people out here. If I was making something up, you guys would be like, no, that was owls. That's what you're hearing. We're all checking. We're putting each other in check.
And I'm really trying not to be like, oh, you hear that? That's what it is. I'm trying to kick back and let you guys hear it, and then you ask me, and I go, yeah, I think I heard that too.
The most unsettling thing was that dog whimpering, the puppy whimpering.
Yeah,
But it sounded big. Like whatever was making it was huge, like a huge creature
It
making a
traveled.
poor puppy sound in distress. But it sounded like it came
almost
from a
like
huge
it could have
animal.
been 50
But it,
yards
yeah, it
away,
wasn't
but
like low, it was like
actually
deep
came-
pitched.
Mhm. Dude, that was freaky.
It was a little higher pitching, but I'm not doing any justice to the sound, but I got a little bit of that on my thermal.
Your people are probably out hunting. And guess what? Hunting ain't happening right now. They're at home sleeping right now.
It's not working. No, I don't think people.
There ain't nobody camping here either. We drove the whole forest road today.
Mm-hmm.
And there's nobody. There's no campers here. There was 2 campers when we came in on Monday. They're gone. I think.
Okay. Things are winding down. We heard a tree get pushed over. We've heard knocks. We've heard all kinds of stuff tonight. So we got kind of a game plan tomorrow. I'm in my tent. Got some water coming in from the rain. Luckily, I got a towel. All my stuff's dry, but there's water underneath here. Bad news is the batteries for my camera are in Miguel's truck. I've got 6 minutes of recording left. So last night I woke up with a really weird feeling. I just woke up freaking out. I can't explain it. I've never had a feeling like that. But it woke me up and it's pitch black. I just felt like, like claustrophobic. I felt really claustrophobic. Like panic, claustrophobic. I turned my light on. I tried to figure out what the heck was going on. You know, I just kept getting that feeling. Like, so I unzipped my sleeping bag and I undid my zipper some more. I didn't know what was going on. I just felt really claustrophobic. I kept telling myself, you can calm down. It was weird. It was a weird feeling. And then I started hearing like walking around over here. And that's why I'm standing here now, because I thought maybe something came and got that pork liver. I'm not really seeing anything back here, but there was something moving around back here, and I had my light on, and I was just kind of laying there like scared to move, like sitting there like, and you know, I kept hearing the popping sound. Not like somebody was like, you know, walking through the woods, but you would just hear the, like that, you know, like somebody would take one step and then stand for 20-30 seconds, and then they'd take another step. I couldn't hear any leaves moving, but I could hear like twigs breaking. Pop, snap. It was weird. The camera was dead. My camera bag with all my batteries in Miguel's truck, because of all the rain we had. I didn't want anything to get wet or damp. Just the moisture in the air can ruin cameras. So I left all that stuff in this truck. And I did not, you know, I realized that in the middle of the night. And I didn't want to even think about walking down that truck by myself with everybody else in bed. Too scared. So I didn't have no way to record that. I had my little fan. I ended up turning on my fan and letting it run on low speed, not on me, because I wasn't hot. Because it was cold last night. I wasn't freezing. I turned the fan on so I couldn't. It helped drown out the noises. I slept with my light on last night. And then Miguel said once we got in our tents, he was laying there and he said somebody was walking around and he assumed it was one of us. Once I got in that tent, I didn't come back out. It wouldn't matter if I had to pee or poop, I was staying in that tent. That is freaky. Minnesota is a beautiful state. I like it. Everything's expensive here, but I do like the state. It's beautiful. We're gonna go do some adventuring around. We're gonna go down the road where we found those potential tracks. We heard some knocking, we heard a whoop, we heard assortment of all kinds of different sounds that had all been right down there. So yesterday we went back that way and did a bunch of adventuring around. So today we're gonna go the opposite. There's some logging back there. We can hear equipment running during the day. And I'm wondering if maybe whatever they're doing has these things' attention, and they're trying to pay attention to what's going on over there. And that might be that whining sound we heard when we got here was creepy. We say it sounded like a dog whining, you know, but what we're saying is whatever this was whimpering, but it did not sound like a dog at all. It's hard to explain. I'm pretty sure I got a little bit of it with my thermal, so I'll definitely include that on here. But yeah, it was a weird sound. We were all three looking at each other like, what is that? Never heard anything like that. But our first night here, we just wanted to get our camp established, because it takes a lot to bust out the camera and do everything else. So like, let's just get our camp set up, get some food in our bellies, and we'll go from there. So that's what we did. And this place wasted no time. Wowing us, like, just in awe. I'm already trying to come up with plans to come back up here. The power bank Miguel got me out charging things up. That thing has been so handy. Nice little tent. Nothing's been touched. Peanut butter's still there. Apples, sardines, liver. Nothing's been touched. There goes breaking out the big drone. So you're gonna fly it, do some looking around with it, and then you're gonna charge it for tonight.
Yeah, hopefully. See if the truck can charge it up.
That's fucking beautiful, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck.
What was that? Not gonna say that's Bigfoot, but kind of unusual. Sounds like a real animal, but I think it's weird we heard that loud. And then
I mean, if you can do this, we'll be off trail.
I was actually thinking the same thing.
I can't tell if those are boots.
Look, I always look goofy. Alright, so we experienced some serious activity down the road. We found some possible tracks, but the things that we heard were pretty intense. We heard these ginormous thumps. It sounded just like big thuds. And I mean, they were so loud that we could feel the vibration. We also had something crash. I mean, it sounded like something pushed down a tree. But when we walked over there, it was like an old growth forest. It looked pristine. And that's the exact direction where the tracks were going, where we heard the activity. And we're going to go explore, because when we were over there, did you see all the tree damage? Like, you could tell that there was just something different going on in there. Like something big moved through the area. And I feel like if we go through there, we're going to find something good. And as I was walking back, I had this feeling like, man, I just got this gut feeling like, look there. And when we were walking back, Chris was like, man, I just got this inclination, like, we need to go look there. Like, something's telling me. And I was like, I didn't say nothing, but I had the same feeling. He wants to go to the left side of the road, and my gut feeling was telling me the right side of the road. So I feel like if you and Chris go look up that ridge and I go the opposite way, we'll find something. But also, when we were walking back, we heard knock.
Mm-hmm.
And then maybe a few minutes after that, we started hearing a barred owl hooting, which was weird. Then you looked down by that lake and you found these tracks. They look like human tracks, but the stride was intense. And it seemed like each track was in a line, just like going on the edge of the lake. Traversing on the edge of the lake. But yeah, I feel like we'll find something good. So let's get out there and check it out.
This area, like, my gut's telling me, let's go check out down there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of that same heavy feeling that I feel when I go to those structures.
Oh, yeah.
Back on the trail.
I told you last night when I went up the forest road, like, it felt like somebody poured boiling water over my head. just like,
Yeah,
you shouldn't be in
weird
here.
feelings.
Yeah, really weird feeling. I threw the drone up and everything looks the same for miles and miles and miles. Like Chris said, it's just copy paste of like the same area. So if you got lost, you'd be screwed. But I'm really disappointed because the Autel drone is just not working right. The thermal camera is just sucking.
I don't know.
What is the... Still, the spookiest thing is the dog whimpering because it sounded like something huge. Like,
Yeah, it was creepy sounding.
like really weird sound. I was like, what kind of animal is that? And asking Chris, he's a local, he's like, I don't know. Maybe it could be a porcupine. You're just trying
They make weird noises
Yeah.
sometimes, but I don't know, not like that. It's like weird little... They're quieter. They don't make like loud noises where you hear them way back in the woods. It's like if you hear one at night, it's like, oh, take your flashlight and you go, yep, there it is, in the tree over there.
What's crazy, it was doing it back there, and then boom, it shifted all the way down there within seconds.
Right, and if you can kind of see from where we're standing now, from our perspective, sound's coming from this way. You could see, kind of tell where the open area is, and then there's that ridge line that we're going to walk. So we're following the sounds. We're going to check it out during the day.
Oh yeah.
It's kind of the unspoken rule that during the day, you can adventure, wander around, go wherever you want. But then kind of at night, it's, you know, we kind of stick to the road and kind of sit and listen and wait for stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Things usually come to you in the dark.
Absolutely. I've noticed a pattern around 9 p.m. to 11 is when the activity really picks up. And once we get up and move around, nothing happens. But once we sit down, we start talking, they fire off. So let's get up there. Let's hoof it. We're going to be billy goats moving through these hills.
Definitely increases the loggers. There's two big tire ruts there. Keep going. This hillside. Can be really scary at night. If there's like basic part of your dance system. going that way. Oh, it's hard to tell. I'm at camp alone. Miguel and Chris went down the road, down to the lake. Chris is going to tell his encounters. Miguel's going to, record it and interview him basically. So I'm holding the camp down. So if you guys want to hear Chris's encounters and all the stuff that he's experienced in this area, or this spot really. So if you guys want to hear all the stuff that Chris has experienced in this spot, you'll have to go to Miguel's channel to see that. Let me fire him here alone, see if anything happens. I found this down in one of those. Beaver chewed on it. I don't know what it is about beavers, but beavers can make a really good wood knocker. Check this out. Yeah, that's a good one. I don't know, maybe they'll come into the camp while I'm here by myself. I'll have to fight them off with the pooper scooper. So I want to take a minute to give somebody special a shout out. So when I was getting ready to come up here and I was packing all of my stuff up, I was looking at my bag and it was all ripped up. And I was just like, man, where can I come up with a gear bag before I leave? And Jenny, one of our subscribers, sent me this bag. She sent one to Shelby too. It's an Orca, and it was perfect timing. This bag is gonna work out really. Yeah, this bag is gonna work out really good for me, and it could not have been any better timing. I've got all kinds of stuff in here already. Some lights and stuff in here. I got a lot of stuff drug out, but yes. So Jenny, if you're watching, thank you. She sent one of these to me and one to Shelby. She also sent some candy and stuff for the kids, and they're very thankful for that too. So Jenny, if you're watching, thank you for the bag. I really appreciate it. You have no idea how much you saved the day. Because I was legitly like, where am I going to find a bag without spending an arm and a leg? I don't have that much money to spend. And then the UPS truck pulled up with these bags in it. It was perfect. Thank you. So yeah, if anybody could take a moment to comment down below and tell Jenny thank you. I want everybody to know that she did me a real solid. So everybody jump down there and tell her thank you. Alright, back to the squatching. The pork livers are just up there. I keep thinking I have the ambulance and I'll do this, this, and that. Then I realize I'm in a tent and I'm not going to be able to do that. So I'd really like to get that thing a little bit more equipped for longer trips. I think it would have did fine coming up here. We definitely got up here a lot quicker by taking Miguel's truck. I haven't heard anything. Not since the guys left. I can't even hear the logging equipment over the hill anymore. Which they're not just over the hill, they're pretty good ways away. I mean, Miguel didn't see them with his drone, so they're a pretty good, decent way away. We'll just sit here and see what happens. I don't really want to adventure out there away from the camp right now because I'm alone, and I told the guys that I would be right here, so if I wasn't here when I got back, to call in the cavalry. So I'm going to stay here, see if anything happens, listen, and carry on. I'm hoping tonight will be the night that something awesome happens. None of our gifting, like our peanut butter, sardines, the livers, the apples, nothing was touched. So either they don't like that stuff or they just didn't get that close. But at the minimum, I'm hoping that they'll smell and they'll at least come in to the camp to see what we're doing, who we are, what we're about. Because I'm a hefty boy too. I'm kind of like a squatch. So if I lived out there, I'm always hungry. So I'd be like, is that peanut butter? I'd go check it out. That's just me. I'd go check it out. Some sardines, I'm just saying. Definitely something moving up there. Birds are going nuts now. I did a couple whoops and a few wood knocks. And some whistling. So if something is coming in, maybe that did it. Maybe. Oh, this is above our camp.
A lot of clover going.
We're walking up here.
Yeah, that's true.
Check it out. We've been every direction but this direction.
Piece of chert. I just digged. It was a nice smooth piece. And I carried it on me. And I set it right on this little dip in here. And it was like I kind of, played with it a bit. Like, that'll stay put. That ain't going anywhere. And then I put the tobacco here with it too. And it's gone. See, does it look placed?
Looks placed. Did you lift it up to see what's underneath?
No, I didn't. I actually didn't even walk up to it. I kind of just walked over here to be like, yeah, maybe we could walk through here. But I was maybe right there by that birch tree, so 20 feet back from it. I saw it. I'm like, that's kind of weird. I'm going to show the guys that when we come back here.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, there's leaves and stuff underneath it. Dry leaf.
So it was placed.
Yeah,
It hasn't been sitting there forever.
Yeah, it seems like it was placed.
And like just the way like the bottom rock and the stuff around all the dirt is kind of dirty. That rock on top of it kind of looks clean, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
That's why I thought it looked a little out of place.
Yeah.
That's a good point. Trail keeps going here. Yeah. There's a pretty heavily traveled trail right here too. That goes down into this.
Off limits.
You got a bad vibe?
Is that what you feel?
I feel off limits.
Right, like we're like, yep, this is all the farther we're allowed to go.
Come on, fellas. No.
Probably buried up to like the street height comparison, and all the hundreds, thousands, whatever picking out all that. Just like the skeleton.
No, you need the microphone?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm not right now.
Bread for you. And then get your accoutrement on there. Put whatever you want. Mustard. I thought I grabbed the ketchup too. One time in a video I saw you had like this circular helipad.
I did. I should have brought that.
Is that like your thing like programmed to like find that and land on it by itself?
Yeah, it does have a setting where you can do that. You like take a picture of it when you're above it. And
Maybe just.
I flew it right the day before I came out here. And
Remote ID normal.
there we go.
Hopefully this puppy works.
You stand in front of it so you can even see my boots.
I should still be able to move it, like up and down. Yeah, I can see the boots.
I don't know yet. Making about the same amount of noise you made when you walked back there earlier. It's back in that backside. I'm not seeing nothing, but I know I heard it. Gosh, this looks terrible.
One should bluff charge his way in pretty soon. Push over a huge tree. You're filming? I mean, it's happened before, but...
That would be great, actually. That would be great.
Oh, you hear that? What's that one? Sound like a critter. I don't know how it's going.
Do it again.
Huh?
Do it again.
What?
Whoop. Or call or...
My mouth hurts from sugar daddies.
To make cupcakes. Louder. It was a full battery. We got 4 minutes left.
It's not that cold. It was the cold sap in that.
What is that, Chris?
Well, it's not a barred owl. It kind of has almost like an owl sound, but it's not a barred owl, and that's the only type of owl in this forest right now.
I just keep getting quiet and loud. More and more.
I was kind of thinking that maybe in my head is it going on, and then you said it. I don't know, it doesn't sound like super, it's like more like a Ric Flair woo, but you know, slightly different. I don't disagree with it. I consider myself lucky.
Something touched my tent. It's freaking me out. I don't know if this could hear it. It took me a minute to find the camera. It's pitch black in here. I found it, turned it on. It's gonna be a long night. Chris, when he got in his tent, I was over here getting things packed because we're leaving in the morning. And I heard Chris go, "What the fuck?" Or, "What the fuck was that?" I said, "What?" He said, "Something just touched my tent." So I climbed out of my tent and was checking out over him with the thermal and my flashlight. I didn't see nothing. I said, "It's just gonna be a long night." We just kind of laughed and snickered back and forth. And I come in here and finished doing what I was doing. And I got some good socks on. I got my sleeping. I got my sleeping bag. Got my fan turned on because it's actually kind of warm in here tonight. I got less layers on, so I'm laying here. It's supposed to rain, so I got everything picked up off the floor because apparently this tent is not waterproof. So I got everything about the floor that I didn't want to get wet. And the wind started. You know, I'm in this sleeping bag, comfortable, and the wind picked up real hard. And it felt like something was outside moving, but I couldn't tell if it was the wind or something moving. And then something touched my tent. I didn't see it. I could hear it, like that. It freaked me out. And that just happened to Chris. I really hope it's not one of the guys messing with me, because I am armed. There's a little light on my fan, and my arm was in front of that light, and it's casting a shadow. It's very, very fast, it's hard to see. It's casting a shadow onto the tent, and I thought it was a shadow from outside. It freaked me out. Fuck, it's gonna be a long night. I don't even know if it's rain.
Alright, well, that should conclude our Minnesota trip. So, if you made it this far into the video, this is a special thanks to you for watching the entire episode. That kind of stuff really helps the algorithm of our YouTube channels, and it does make a big difference in the support that you guys have given us. I hope you all enjoyed this episode, and I'll see you guys in the next one. This is the giveaway winner from our last episode. Congratulations. I'll talk to you soon. Thanks, everybody. See you in the next episode.